Hi everyone, my name is Hasan Savran, and I would like to share with you today an update in the Azure Cosmos DB data migration tool. Let me jump into my VS Code here and start talking about this change. So what I'm trying to do here is I want to create embeddings, vectors, when we are actually migrating to Azure Cosmos DB MongoDB vCore database. As you might know, MongoDB vCore supports the indexes for the vectors, so you can easily integrate your data into OpenAI. But for that, to do that, you have to create the vectors and create the embeddings first. So I thought, why don't we do that with the data migration tool when we are actually pushing data into the database? So that's what I'm going to actually demo for you today. This is my connections settings. So there are a couple of new ones. So as you can see, this is my source. There's really nothing new here. I'm just pulling data from the Cosmos NoSQL, and I'm pulling data from this container. When it comes to the sync settings, which is the destinations, actually I add a couple of new parameters here. So as you can see, I have the generate embedding. If this is true, then application is gonna look for other parameters. URL and key, you can get this from easily from your Azure portal. The third one is the deployment for the embedding. So if I actually show this to you quickly, so as you can see under the deployments, we have the text embedding ADA002. That's what you are going to need. And if you don't, just deploy it and give it a name and just pass the name. As you can see that I gave the embedding as a name here for the deployment. I'm going to pass that to my parameter. Now, so let's go back here. And the next parameter is going to be the post body, which means that which property I want I want to create vector from. So the post body is the one that I'm going to create vector from. And my vector is going to be under this property. So let's actually run this and let's see what this thing looks like. So this is the console application. When you run it, it picks the Cosmos NoSQL because that's what the setting says. Then it asks me, okay, where are you going to actually save this data into? Now, if you have been using that, you might find something really interesting here, which is the PostgreSQL. I'm still working on it. It's not ready. So let's, I guess, go back to focus on the MongoDB here. So I'm going to actually go and write 10 here. So from here, it's going to get the data from the SQL API from the Cosmos DB. And my batch size is 100. So for each 100, it's going to create an embedding, and it's going to actually add that to my data model. So from there, it's going to start to push into my MongoDB destination, wherever the connection string is. Looks like it already did 200 of them. So if I'm just going to stop this here, because I'm not sure how long this will take, but as you can see, it read from the posts container, and I wrote to posts to container in the MongoDB. So it looks like we should have at least 200 now. All right, here's the VS Code. So what I'm going to do here is, as you can see, I have the Mongo here already ready. I have my Stack Overflow. This is the MongoDB vCore in Cosmos DB. I'm just going to refresh this, and hopefully we are going to see the posts 2 coming up. As you can see, it's here. So if I open that, looks like I have 300 documents. And if I open any of them, you will see that I have actually a vector here. So as you can see, it's pretty large, and the data came from the post body. It read all this text and create the vector here for me. So as you can see, you don't have to kind of create any kind of Azure functions or anything like that. Data migration tool can actually do this when you're migrating or pushing some data into Cosmos DB vCore. So this will be available. Please look at the link out there in this share, and it will be available on my forked. It's not in the main yet, but you can just test it and let me know how it works, and we are gonna work on how to make this in the main repository soon. All right, thank you.